The Shadow Minister for Local Government in Parliament, Hon Betty Ethel Naluyima, has asked the government to organise Local Council 1 elections following their expiry on the 10th of July 2023. Speaking at a press conference at Parliament, Hon Naluyima highlighted some of the consequences that the country may encounter failure to parade Local Council 1 elections. She said many activities at village level are hanging in balance, bearing the fact that LC1 terms are now expired.
Recall today functions that include ensuring that you get a national ID. You have to first get that letter from the LC person. Even bank transactions. When you talk about land transactions, today we have enough issues concerning land and many such. So how can you put such an institution? How can you put such administrative units to be in abeyance? What if someone comes up and is given a transaction, then another person comes up in court and is saying that that signature, that stamp is not valid? Where are we as a country? How can we find ourselves in such a state when very clearly these administrative units are provided for, they are statutory, and the time when they are going to have this change or the election is very well known.
59 billion shillings is required to hold the elections. Shadow Minister for ICT and Woman Member of Parliament for Mawogola County, Goreti Namuga, says it's very regrettable for a government to fail to raise 59 billion shillings for Local Council 1 elections for its people.
So how can they fail to get the money? This is a country that runs a political budget full of financial indiscipline. So I want to assure you that they will give you the money. If they, in the first quarter releases, they have released far beyond and above what they had planned in the budget. So how can you inform Ugandans that we don't have money? We have the money and they will improvise and have it. We are aware that every first quarter of the budget, they have supplementary budgets. So the first supplementary they will bring, though we don't support it, they must bring a supplementary to fund elections for local councils.
The Minister for Local Government, Raphael Majezi, said during last week's Parliament plenary that the government will offer guidelines on how the current units can continue working even after their term is over. Hon Betty Naluyima therefore called on the government to organise village elections as soon as possible.
So we demand the preparation of elections as early as possible to see that these people act lawfully and entirely exist as expected by the law. I thank you.
Government last organised village LC1 elections in 2018, whose term of 5 years expired this week on the 10th of July 2023. The election was by the voters lining behind the nominated candidates or their representatives in accordance with Section 101(2) of the Local Government Act 243 as amended.